What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you guys another video. Today's video is actually going to be what I've been hinting towards in some of my previous videos, where I was saying that I was going to be doing a project pan. So if you're interested in seeing what this video is about, then let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so my video is definitely not going to be a traditional project pan. I have done those in the past. I have done pan those palettes 2 or 3 years now, and I enjoy them in the moment. I enjoy them at the beginning, and then towards the end your girl is just like not here for it at all, and I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel forced, pressured, whatever have you, to use a particular palette, because that's just not where your girl is at. I'm really enjoying my makeup. I'm really just having fun using products. So what I'm going to do is actually have 3 products, 1 face palette and 2 eyeshadow palettes that I'm just going to really target in on. And these are just going to be products that I target in on for an unknown amount of time. I'm not going to put a limit on it at all, whether it is I'm going to use these until tomorrow and then I'm going to say, yep, no changing, or whether it's going to be I use these until November and then I change. I'm not going to make a determinant at all, because I feel those constraints are truly what sometimes makes me go into these slumps when it comes to using makeup, and I'm just now coming out of a slump. I hadn't put on makeup in about a week and a half, and for me that's pretty big of a slump. So I'm trying to just continue to always feel revived, always feel refreshed and excited. So I'm just going to go ahead and start it off really quickly. I need to grab the last one because I used the other palette today, and yeah, we'll be right into it. If you are wondering, I did do this makeup look. It will be coming up in the future, and it'll be a 3 looks 1 palette that will be coming up in February. I am speaking it into existence. I have recorded all 3 looks, so it's just a matter of me editing it. So the first palette should not be a surprise at all. It is going to be my Beauty Bakerie Cotton Candy Champagne palette. Now this is a blush highlighter palette that I typically use for both highlighter and like a topper shade on top of an already laid down base or blush. I used it all over my cheeks today. That's why you can see the glow all over my actual cheek area. And I have been really loving this one shade, and it is Stop and Smell the Rosé. I want to hit pan in this. I really do. And I have gotten a dent. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus. So as you can see, I have a pretty nice kind of dent. It's not an actual like dent, but nonetheless you can see I actually have been using it very regularly. At one point I had to physically put this away because I was worried that I was going to hit pan, and clearly I'm nowhere near it. But I do also just want to get some pan to actually see that the effort and the usage of my products is actually happening. This is one of my favorite face palettes, and I actually am highly interested in getting the Beauty Bakerie bronzer palette because of how much I truly enjoy this formula, and I think I will actually use that bronzer palette. I don't think I will use it as an actual bronzer palette. I may, but I think it would just be more of like a multi face palette situation, like I use this one in all of my other face palettes. Now, like I said, I'm gonna have 2 eyeshadow palettes in this kind of project situation as well, and these are 2 eyeshadow palettes that like I always go back to. I always think about, since I have reviewed them and done tutorials. I have done multiple videos on both of these palettes, so I will have those linked down below, hopefully. And the first one is the Moon Spell palette from Lunar Beauty. This is the palette that set it off, man. I did a 10 looks with this palette, and I loved it. I loved it. I still do, and I want to get back to it. So this beauty has 3 different rows. It has a purple row, a neutral row, and a green blue row. I think that I will be able to get so many other varieties and looks from this palette, and I truly just cannot wait to get more use out of it and to actually hit pan, because the formula is pretty compact, but it also does kick up. I am interested to see how much it's going to take for me to actually use this palette to hit any pan. The other palette is a palette that I have been using since I got it. I still love it. I love it so, so much. That's why I actually got another palette from this brand, and I enjoy it, but not nearly as much as I enjoy this one. And this is the Lick and Lash Playful palette. This is the palette. I love this dearly. I mean dearly. I have significant dents in Mystic and Life of Lime. Those are the two shades that I really, really gravitate towards in this palette, although I truly do enjoy the whole palette as a whole. Now, I've showed you all the palettes. What is it that I'm really trying to achieve from this? What I'm trying to achieve is actually focus in on certain products in my collection and get more use out of it. So for example, for my Cotton Candy blush palette, once I hit pan on this baby, I will feel satisfaction, and I will take this out of my palette rotation situation, and I will find another palette, face palette, that I want to get more use out of. When it comes to my eyeshadow palettes, I want to hit pan in 3 different shades. That is going to be hard. Neither of these palettes have small amounts of product in them, and they also aren't like really, really powdery, so I'm not going to be getting an obscene amount of kick up. But I want to get pan in 3 different shadows for each of these eyeshadow palettes before I rotate it out of this kind of project. I think this will be fun and it'll be good, and I really just want to get more pan and more eyeshadows, especially my eyeshadow palettes. I don't think at this current state, I don't think I have any pan in any of my eyeshadow palettes. I think I have literally thrown away or given away all of my eyeshadow palettes that I had pan in, which is unfortunate but fortunate at the same time. Either way, regardless, I just want to get some more use out of these 3 products. So when I'm not doing a 3 looks 1 palette or doing a specific tutorial or something like that, I will be using these 3 palettes in all of my looks. Well, definitely these 2 in those looks, and I'll be using the face palette every day. And of course, if you did not know, that'll be used in conjunction with my Laura Mercier Plum Berry blush. I love this Beige Gelato blush. I have pretty much gotten rid of the whole dome, and the pattern is pretty much wearing away in a very satisfying an amount. And I would love to hit pan in this, but that's not a part of this project. So that's all I wanted to say, but I really just wanted to kind of introduce this. I hadn't actually started to really focus on these products, so no worries on that. Well, other than this, I haven't really started to really focus in on these products, so I am excited to really just focus in and see how much progress I can get on these. Like I said, typically in all of my project pans, I do not wear makeup every day. It is just not a part of my routine. I honestly prefer to sleep. I actually do not sleep that well. I do not sleep the best, so it's actually better for me to sleep in than to get even less sleep, put on makeup, even though I do enjoy wearing it. I do, but I need my sleep more. So that is something that I wanted to state for some reason. Oh, in the sense that, like, you're not gonna see me pan these 3 eyeshadows in each of these palettes in a month. It's just not gonna happen. For me, I just take my time and I don't dig in my shadows. Some people really dig in their shadows to get enough pigment on their brushes. These 2 eyeshadow formulas, I don't need to do that. I can tap in and have enough pigmentation to really apply on my eyes and feel satisfied. So anyways, this has been a long rambly outro, and I don't mean for it to be. I am excited for this project, and like I said, if I don't get to my goals or whatever have you, I will just be rotating my stuff out. I don't want to feel pressured at all this year. I want to just have fun and just use more of my products. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, it has been real.